Hello my loves, welcome back to another video with your girl. If you're new here, my name is Candice and I am trying to survive the half term. We're currently on week 2 of the half term. The kids will be off for a total of 2 weeks and they go back in the beginning of November. So we are currently on Thursday as I do this voiceover and they're back on Monday. If you've watched my previous video, October in general has been a lot personally, and I guess you would think, with the kids being off, it would add to the pressure, it being more difficult for me to manage my emotions and whatnot. But I think the opposite, guys. So the first week my dad had them while I was in the thick of it, dealing with grief and loss. My cousin passed away a couple of weeks ago. So that week gave me a bit of space to kind of grieve without the pressure of, a mum life. And then they came back a week later, and this week has just been exactly what I needed. My kids have given me so much perspective on my life and, just joy, general joy. They're so, don't get me wrong, they get on my last nerve, but they're so sweet. Or every single one of them. I have a 10-year-old nearly, he's 9, 10 in a month. I've got a 5-year-old soon to be 6, and I've got a 7-month-old soon to be 8 months. And they each just bring me so much joy. I'm really enjoying my eldest, my son. I'm really enjoying the person who he's becoming, and seeing him kind of blossom and, have his own opinions and challenging my opinions. I absolutely love it. My daughter is a little whirlwind and keeps me on my toes. And then my baby boy is just my baby boy, he's just so cute. He's so cute, guys. So week 1 of half term, as I was grieving, I was kind of cleaning through my grief, which was very therapeutic. But I didn't manage to get everything done. So I'm just, as you can see, going around the kids' room, trying to tidy it up, dust where I can, hoover, so on and so forth. This is actually the day that they're due to come back. And yeah, I was just trying to whiz through it. So that at least they come back to, a clean room, clean space, clean sheets and all that good stuff. Now, I was speaking to my friend from London, and she was telling me that some kids down there don't have 2 weeks off in half term over October. Now, my kids' school have always had 2 weeks in October, always, always, always. So that's just what we're used to. But I know some kids have the last week of October off, the Halloween week. And then we're just talking about what we prefer. So if they have 2 weeks off in October, that means usually they only have 2 weeks off over Christmas. Now, if you have 1 week off in October, you have 3 weeks off over Christmas. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I love Christmas. I really, really do. I don't love the commercialism around Christmas, but I love the festivities. I love the fuzzy feelings and all that jazz. But Christmas feels so long once the kids, break up from school. Generally, it's just a long period where things shut down, you can't do anything, you're stuck in your house, everyone's driving you mad, you're all, your house is a wreck, you've put on a ton of weight and all that jazz. Like, I think I prefer having 2 weeks off over Christmas. I think that is enough. That is enough. But 3 weeks, I'd rather have the 2 weeks. And I enjoy having 2 weeks over the October half term. So I was just wanting to know what your preference is. Like, do you like to have a long period off over Christmas? Or do you prefer to have it a little bit shorter? Because that time between Christmas and New Year, it feels like time has actually stood still. Like, it just drags so much, because we're just, I guess, waiting for the build up for the new year and, all the fireworks, and then back to new year, new me type of vibes. I think I said this before in another video actually. I'm not doing, and I'm not here for the new year, new me vibe. I have been using this maternity leave to steady work on myself continuously, and have recently sort of introduced quarterly air quote goals. So I will have sort of loose goals that I'm trying to work towards, and then come in the new year, I'm going to be sort of reviewing where I am at and making sort of tweaks or introducing a new set of goals depending on where I land. And one of those by the new year is to get back to work. I am going to go back to work, guys, in January. I've already contacted my line manager and arranged a sort of keep in touch, because I want to get up to date on what's going on at work, what do I need to know, and kind of organise a date of coming back, like a soft return sort of thing. And I'm not dreading it. I'm not dreading it. I'm kind of looking forward to it. And as I'm talking to you, I kind of think that I'm looking forward to the routine that work kind of provides to your life. So I'm looking forward to it forcing me to get Mackay, my baby, on a sort of strict bedtime routine. I'm looking forward to him eating better. Like, he doesn't like food that much, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. He is 7 months and I'm really struggling with getting him to eat different types of food. He just is not really showing that much interest. He loves milk. I'm still breastfeeding. I intend to breastfeed until at least 10 months because that's what my other two had, and I want to give him the same as I gave them. But in terms of food, he's really moving quite slow with it. And I never really experienced that with the other two. So I'm kind of stuck. I have tried baby-led weaning, which is kind of, you give them chunks of food for them to hold and for them to explore themselves, so like explore the textures, the feel of it, the taste of it at their own pace. He's not really that bothered about that. He will just kind of mash it up and then throw it. I've also tried blending the foods and giving them to him that way. I am not about to give him packaged food. I just know too much about the rubbish that's in them. So I'm not going to bother. Any food that he has, he's going to have what we're having, or I'm going to make it special for him. But yeah, he's not into the blended food either. He's just, I don't know if I'm forcing it, guys, but at 7 months, nearly 8, he should be at the very least one meal a day that he's having. He's kind of, I gave him Weetabix like 4 days ago, and that's the most interest he's shown in any sort of food. Aside from pears, he does like pears. But yeah, he will have like 4 spoonfuls, which is a win for him. It's an absolute win. So I'm thinking maybe stick with the Weetabix and then kind of maybe try and introduce something else, see what else he likes. I guess it's trial and error. But yeah, if anybody has any advice, I am more than willing to listen and to try different things because I've kind of feel like I'm at a loss at the moment. I don't know. But yeah, any advice you can give, I'm here for it. So I don't know whether you noticed, but I've changed outfits at least twice. So I think this is like the third day of me pottering around the house, and the kids are officially back. But because my dad had the kids the first week, my house is in tip-top shape. Like it's in a good position to where I can just keep on top of things in terms of the tidiness. Everything is in its place and they're getting toys out and then they're putting them away when they're finished. So I'm able to do a bit of dusting and things that I'm not usually getting round to, which is surprising actually because my partner is still on holiday in South Africa. So I'm beginning to think that he is the root cause of why my house is a mess. He will argue and say otherwise, but I don't know. It feels like every time that he is away and it's just the kids and I, my house is in the best shape. Don't know. The evidence speaks for itself. But yeah, I love when my house is like this, and I'm really trying to keep it this way. I don't know how I'm going to function in regards to keeping a tidy and clean house when I go back to work, because who has the time for that? Who? Work full time, keep the house tidy. We did have a cleaner at one point because I just had enough, and I said to Ebbs, like, if you're not going to be able to clean the house and I'm not going to be able to clean the house, we need to pay somebody to do it because at the end of the day, it still needs to be done. And we had her for about, I don't know, 4 months or something. And that was great. It was fantastic. But then she left, maybe because my house is just a shambles and I lost cause and she hated doing it. That's what I told myself internally. But she had another permanent job. I think it was at a hospital or something. So she left us and went to get permanent pay from there. And yeah, I've just been picking it back up myself ever since. I had no inclination to get somebody else in because I started saving that money that I was spending on paying her, and I don't want to part with that money again. So I don't know, until it's a problem again, I'm going to continue to do it myself, I think. Now, I know I mentioned Christmas previously, but I'm just thinking about it again. Like, can you believe Christmas is 56 days away? That's less than 2 months. 56 days until Christmas. I'm just shocked. Sorry. The video did not pause. I was just paused in shock and what would normally be despair. But I am prepared in a sense of financially. I'd been putting away since before last Christmas. I think October I started putting away last year for this Christmas, using park savings. Absolutely love it. I think I mentioned it again before in another video, but I cannot be trusted to do that myself, like put money away myself. So I put away in the park savings and then they send me a little credit card thing, a prepaid or preloaded debit card, sorry. And I can get all my Christmas shopping that way. And it's the best thing ever. It's 56 days away and I am not stressed. Bearing in mind, I have my birthday, my son's birthday, my brother's birthday, my stepdad's birthday, and my daughter's birthday. And one of my best friend's birthdays. 2 of my best friend's birthdays, sorry. All before Christmas. All in the next 56 days. Now, if I didn't have the money for Christmas, I would be freaking out now. And before Park, I never used to have the money for Christmas. I was just making it work. Now, I feel a lot less stressed and a lot more prepared. Like, I've sorted out my son's birthday party. He's having a gaming van out, which is parked outside the house, and I think there's like 5 or 6 PlayStations in there, a couple of VR systems, and all the kids play their video games in that van. I think it's awesome, a fantastic idea. But that's already booked and paid for. I've also booked my daughter's birthday party in December. She's just having a hall. I've hired a hall, and there'll be a bouncy castle in there. And I paid for a character to come and visit from K-pop. I think her name's Rumi. Do you know the one with the purple hair? She's going to come visit, which my daughter will go insane for. She loves K-pop Demon Hunters, as do most children. It's the latest craze, but she absolutely loves. She's always playing their music on the Alexa. Sorry guys if I've said that word and your system has gone off. But yeah, she's always playing it, so she's going to love it. She doesn't know about the K-pop. She knows that she's having a birthday party in a hall with a bouncy castle, so that'll be a nice surprise for her. And Christmas is sorted financially, so I'm feeling real good about that. I think my kids deserve to be spoiled. They've done so well this year. And yeah, I just want to give them something that they want, and they both wanted parties. So that's what Mummy and Daddy have done. That's what we do. We make it happen. So how are you guys in terms of being prepped for Christmas? Are you ready? Are you ready and prepared financially? Are you excited? Are you looking forward to putting the decorations up like I am? I love putting up decorations. I just hate taking them down. I hate it. What's your favourite thing? Come on, share with me in the comments. What's your favourite thing about Christmas time? I do want to put a disclaimer out there that, we're not super well off. We work hard, the both of us. We work for our money, and we're privileged to have good jobs. But by no means are we, well off. You can see the condition of my house. So many things need doing that we've just not done. I've got a partner that's really good with money anyway. So as we accumulate more and we get more and more successful in our respective fields, he's always been the type to, be sensible with money, and he invests and puts away and saves. I am not that one. I am very irresponsible with money. Over the last, 2 years, I've been trying to be better and sort of pay off any debts that I've got and try not overspend on things that I don't need. That is very difficult for me, particularly when I love TikTok Shop. But yeah, I'm getting better at just cutting back my spending and taking, I guess, a leaf out of his book. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, really. I can't believe it's the end of the video already. Thank you for watching, guys. Love you all dearly, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Mwah!